Hi guys, Shay here. Today I will be giving you a makeup tutorial on one of my favorite looks. So let's get started. So I always like to start off my face with brows, and starting in the arch of the brow, bring it towards the outside and then going back towards the inner part of the brow. I'm using a retractable brow pencil from the beauty supply store, and the shade is dark brown. And you can find this pencil at any of your local beauty supply stores. Even if it's when you sharpen, that should work fine as well. Now I'm going back with a clean spoolie and just grooming out the brow product that I've applied in order to create a more flawless finish. And then I'm also going to take that brow pencil and go back into the area where I missed a spot just to darken it up. Now I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Deep. So I'm using my concealer to clean up my brow, and I'm going underneath the brow with it in the direction that the brow is going. So I'm holding the brush with the shape of the brow, and I'm making sure to not go into the brow so that I don't go into what I've already drew on here. So I'm just going to blend that out with my blending brush, and then I'm going to go into the other side to repeat those same steps. I'm just cleaning up the brow and making sure that it looks perfected and clean. And then I'm going to take my blending brush again, blend the product out, and I'm also using a bit of a patting motion in my fingers as well to help the product melt into the skin. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer and put it right on the front of the brow and a spoolie, and groom that product into the back of the brow. And then I'm going to take a brush and just clean off the excess product. So now I'm applying my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This is the primer potion, and I'm just putting it onto the lid, doing the same thing with the other side and just rubbing it in with my fingers. Now I'm using my MAC eyeshadow in the color Well Behaved, and it's an orange color that I'm applying right to the crease, starting in the inside of the crease and moving towards the outside. I'm using a fluffy brush to blend the eyeshadow in, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side as well. Now I'm using a MAC blush called Saucy Miss, and I'm applying that to the outer corner of my crease and also going downward and across the lid close to the lash line to create more of a smoky effect. Now I'm using a duo eyeshadow from MAC called Tonight's Temptation, and I'm using the blue color across the lash line on the outside of the eye and also going into the crease to help me create more of a smoky eye look. And I'm using a flat brush just to get more product onto the lid because it's a little bit more dense than something fluffy, and really getting into the crease area and creating my smoky eye. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just blend those two colors in together. I'm going into the crease so that the colors are seamless, and also bring it down into the lid a little bit so when I apply my next color it can be seamless as well. Now I'm using a MAC Electric Cool eyeshadow in the color Black Sands, and I'm applying it at the bottom of the lash line towards the outside of the eye, and I'm using a flat brush, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and blend it in towards the outside of the crease area just to blend in with my other colors that I've already applied. Now I'm going to use a fluffy brush and just blend out my crease colors into the brow bone area, and this is going to help my colors look more flawless and blend it in together to create a more seamless eye look. Now I'm taking a brush that's just a little bit more dense to blend those harsh colors in to create a more seamless look, and also going back with my fluffy brush and blending them in just a little bit more. Now I'm using an Armani eye tint in the number 8, which is a pinky silver iridescent color that I'm putting right onto the lid, and I'm using this as an eye base to hold my eyeshadow color on when I place that on top of it. I'm going back with a fluffy brush and just blending the product out. Now I'm using my pigment from MAC in the color Pink Opal and applying that onto the lid, patting it with a flat brush and really getting it onto the eye. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just blend that color out into the crease as well. Now I'm going back with my pigment and applying a little bit more of the product into the crease area and blending it out with my fluffy brush. Then I'm going right back onto the other eye and doing those same steps over again. Now I'm just going back with the fluffy brush and blending in all of my crease colors, and I'm going upwards and sideways to blend all of those colors in together. Then I'm using a makeup wipe to clean up the excess shadow that has fallen onto my face so it doesn't stick to my skin. For my moisturizer, I'm going to be using MAC Strobe Cream in the color Gold Light. This is going to help hydrate my skin and prep it for my foundation and other products that I'm going to be wearing today. And I'm just rubbing this in with a big brush. And then I'm going to be using my Lancome serum to help hydrate just around my nose area where I'm a little bit dry in the inside and a little bit on the outside as the face as well. So for my primer, I'm going to be using Chanel LeBlanc. It's an illuminating primer that's going to help make my skin look very radiant, and it's a silky base. This is going to help everything stick to the skin and also allow my products to last a lot longer throughout the day. Now I'm going to be going back with my Tarte Shade Tape Concealer and applying it underneath my eye and also on my forehead and other areas on my face where I have a little bit of discoloration. Now I'm going to be using a blending brush and just blending these products into my skin. I'm using a bit of a patting motion and also swiping left and right to blend everything in perfectly. Going underneath the eye and all around the face for a more seamless finish. For my foundation, I'm going to be using Chanel Perfection Lumiere. This is 114 Amber mixed with 34 Beige Amber. And I'm mixing these two together just to get my perfect shade. And I'm blending it all over my face with a dual fiber brush and stippling it into my skin. It may look a little light right now, but that's because it will oxidize, so it will get about half a shade darker after the natural oils in my face melt in with the foundation. I'm going to be setting this with a Chanel powder as well and just putting that all over my face. Now I'm going back with a lighter Chanel powder and putting that underneath my eye to use as a highlight and set all of my liquids in place. Now I'm going to be contouring my face with a scalp and shape powder from MAC called Warm Light Definitive, and I'm putting it in the hollows of my cheek on both sides of my face and blending it in towards the back of my ear. And then I'm going to be going around the hairline at the top of my head and blending that all around. On my nose, I'm just adding a little bit of the contouring powder right on the sides and on the tip. Now I'm applying my MAC blush in Life's a Picnic. It's a really hot pink blush that I'm applying right to the apples of the cheek on both sides of my face and just blending it into my skin. I'm using a MAC highlighter in the color Soft Frost, which is an iridescent purple, and I'm applying it right above my blush and stacking it almost on top, just layering it a little bit, and then I'm gonna blend it into my blush. Then I'm going ahead and applying my bottom liner with a black on both sides of my eyes and just getting the colors really dark, making sure that it's in my waterline and also bringing it downwards. For my lip liner, I'm going to be using a reddish brown. This is a liner from the beauty supply store that I'm applying to the bottom lip and moving on to the top lip as well. This is going to help my lipstick look more perfect. Then I'm going back with a pink Chanel liner in the inside to help create an ombre effect. And I'm just blending in it really well on the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to rub it in all together with my lips and just smudge it in. Today for my lipstick, I'm going to be wearing a MAC lipstick called Candy Yum Yum and blending that in. Now I'm cleaning up my lipstick with concealer and an angle brush to help create a more perfected lip application. I absolutely love a wing eyeliner, so I'm going to be applying that today with a liquid liner from the beauty supply store, and I'm going thin towards the inside of the eye, and as I move outwards, creating a little bit more thickness. And I'm following the shape of my eye, using that as a guide to help create the wing for my eye shape. Now I'm just going to the other eye and doing the same steps over, thin on the inside as I move outward, creating a thicker line, and then following the shape of my eye, creating that perfect wing liner look. So it really takes a steady hand to apply your top liner on perfectly with a liquid. So I'm going to be cleaning the bottom of my top liner up, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going to be going back and just perfecting it a little bit more and filling in some of those gaps and making sure that everything is even on both sides. So first I'm going to apply my Dior lash primer to condition my lashes and also help my mascara stick to my lashes so it doesn't smudge on my face. And I'm going to be using my Urban Decay mascara called Troublemaker to my top and bottom lashes. And this is just going to help prep my eyes for my falsies that I'm going to be putting on a little bit later. Now I'm putting on my Urban Decay Primer Potion eyeshadow primer just to the center of my lid because I'm going to be adding a lighter color just for a little bit more of a pop. So now I'm going to be applying a reflex glitter from MAC. This is from their Trolls collection. It's the blue one, but I can't remember the name of it. But I'm patting that on the center of my lid, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side because I really want a more colorful look, and I just love glitter so much. So today I've stacked the Mink 3D lash on top of a blue and white pack DW lash and created this beautiful lash, and I'm applying it with the Duo latex free glue, and I'm applying the lash glue right on top of the lash, and I don't want to put too much, but I also don't want to put too little. Then I'm gonna let it dry a little bit so that it can get a little bit tacky, so it'll stick right onto my lash when I apply it. So I'm pushing my lash in at the center first, and then on the outside, and then in the inside, and then I'm gonna push it up to make it more flush with my real lash. Now I'm going back to my other eye and just repeating those same steps over again. Now I'm just gonna push my lashes up, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.